we were faced with like this huge insurmountable problem of like child welfare and apprehension and broken families, and looking at this mountain of brokenness, and God just said, like, just take one step. Just take one step, and then one more, and one more, and one more. And like I said, like God really provided for us in a way that we could never have expected. And it really is miraculous. The people that have come alongside our steering committee and alongside this cause to provide. So God does incredible, big things when we take small steps of obedience.
Oh yeah.
My name is Shannon Bethany. I was the chairperson for the steering committee for Safe Families Chatham-Kent, and I have 2 kids, and I've been married to my husband for 5 years.
My name's Bethany Dodman. I was on the steering committee with Shannon.
We go way back. Bethany's my sister-in-law and my partner in crime.
Yeah.
I first heard about Safe Families because I was on my former church's website. I stumbled across the Safe Families logo at the bottom of their page. When I clicked on Safe Families Canada website, all the things that I had been craving in like my spiritual walk and in like my personal life, I felt like was being answered when I was reading about Safe Families.
So I heard of Safe Families from Shannon, and it kind of stemmed from a lot of conversations of how we can better love families who aren't well connected within their families. Like the Dodmans are a huge family that is really supportive, and I came from a family too that was really supportive, and then Shannon and I were just kind of yearning for what happens when you don't have a supportive family. Like what happens when you run into a crisis, where do you turn to? So Safe Families was really kind of the missing piece to that.
Where God's led us and where we are now, I still feel like there's a lot of work to be done. We've run the first leg of the race, and I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of there's a gathering community around this organization, around you guys as the new ministry leads, and
yeah, we're really excited just with the Kibbles, like how perfectly they just fit with the mold of Safe Families. They love preserving family and just gathering lots of people around them to support them.
You know, I have to fight those barriers of wanting to protect my own comfort and my own space, and be vulnerable with vulnerable people. But getting out of that mindset that I need to focus on me and my family, and realizing that there's other people that need your mess. They need to be a part of your mess because they've got their own mess that they're figuring out. The mission of Safe Families, building caring, compassionate community with our fellow believers, and also with people maybe they don't even believe in God and they have no relationship with Christ. They still need Jesus, and I feel so strongly about the church's role in family preservation and the church's role in caring for people that have been cast aside, who have been forgotten, who have been wronged. And I think it's time that the church really stepped up their call and filled our words with actions.
So I think Safe Families is so needed with so many families. Like as we come out of this COVID pandemic, like families are just going to really show their struggles. Actually having Safe Families Chatham-Kent up and running by then, I think will be really important.
I think the beauty of Safe Families is that there is a role for everyone. Maybe you have all the baby stuff and you can take care of a baby for a little while as a host family. The family friend is probably, other than the host family, probably the most key role in Safe Families. Because that person is the one that walks along the parents and acts as like a liaison between the families. And or perhaps you don't have really lots of time, but you have resources to be able to give. Like or you're maybe older and you don't really want to have a bunch of kids in your house. Like there's literally a role for every single person, or you become a prayer partner or a donor. So I think that's probably the beauty of Safe Families and how people can get involved.
And I don't think there's ever a right time. When God calls us to something, there's always going to be an excuse. But I think what God says is, you know what, just take little steps of obedience towards me and I will kind of clear the path. As you go, I will clear the path. Oh, it's just going to be a huge blessing for everyone, right? Yeah. Think of yourself. Think of, like, if you were to hit a crisis, who would be the people that you would turn to for help? And then now imagine those people aren't around you and you literally have no one to turn to. Like,
yeah,
what are you gonna do?
My best advice, if my 10-second advice would be, don't be afraid to feel someone else's hurt. And once you do that, you can't do nothing. Families needing families.